Hello guys, this is CPGFX Designs here, and I'm a graphic designer and a training conceptual artist or concept artist. On this YouTube channel I will be uploading speed art contest entries, just any normal thing I can do in tutorials and helpful videos to help you out with Cinema 4D, Adobe After Effects, Adobe Photoshop, but maybe not Illustrator because I hate Illustrator. Today what I'm going to pretty much show you in the digital art and concept art, or one of the basic things, is shapes. So I'm going to show you the basic shape of the circle, well, this is pretty much going to be a series of basic shapes. The series is going to be called Basic Shapes. I'll show you how to do cheat ways of how to do circles, squares, rectangles, etc, etc. But it is very easy to kind of do. Like, all you need to do is you go to let's select shape, go to ellipse tool, choose black, okay, and have a new layer. So we have two new layers. What you want to do is you want to bring it out so you have just pretty much basic circle, okay? Even though it is just a basic circle, this circle is going to represent something very good, because in all art world everything's made up of pixels, shapes and everything else. Like, I could pretty much make up a character just now on this just using circles, squares and rectangles, and that's pretty much me. I could just make a figure just using a rectangle as fingertips, or fingers using rectangles as legs, squares as its kneecaps, or elbows, like circles as elbows and everything else, and the head is obviously going to be a circle. Now what you want to do is you want to go to the brush tool and then work on the same shape layer that you have, but go to a kind of white. What I'm going to show you today is how to apply a kind of lightness over here. So here what we have is we have the light shining down on this side, so we're going to have a shadow under here, and I'll show you the shadow pretty soon, as soon as we've done this. Now after you've done that, you want to go to the mix brush tool and you just want to mix it in. You want to make sure you're able to get the shininess and just not making it look that much like it's not got the painting feeling or the computer feeling to it, as if you just stuck the paintbrush down. You want to like mix it together so it at least goes together. Okay, so then what you want to do is you want to fix that part up, go for black, and then just use the black and go over the white bits that you've just done, but still the white bits are going to stay there. And if you don't want to do it that way, you can always add another layer, go back to the white and apply another layer of white on top of it. And then you could always go to options like outer glow, inner glow, just any options you'd like to make it just stand out a little bit more. Anything really, you can do any of these options, but I don't really like to use these options. I only use these options if it's for graphic design, so I'm going to completely leave these options and cancel that down. Now what you could do is you could just do like an apple. So we're going to have a new layer, okay? So layer 2, we're going to just come out of the blue and do a little apple. So we're going to look for a kind of browny colour. This will do, but we're not going to use the mix brush tool, so we're just going to undo that, what I've just done there, and we're just going to use a normal brush tool. But maybe scale it down to size, maybe about 5, maybe 10 pixels, and then just do something like that. So this would be like the stick of the apple. And now what you want to do is you want to go back to this shape and say you want to have the apple red. You'd go to red, just have a bit of red everywhere, then go to mix brush tool. Now like what you would do is, this is pretty much, you could say it's smudging in a way, but it's computer smudging. Like, it's, you don't really get your hands that dirty doing it this way, but it is a lot easier to do it this way. It's a lot easier to get the shading done doing it this way. It's a lot easier to get the full thing done. So as you can see, the red is kind of going into the light, and we'll fix that pretty soon. We'll just get the full redness over here, and it is a lot darker down the side, as you can see. So because this is where the shadow is going to be, so it is a lot darker. It's naturally going to be a lot darker down here. We'll just apply a little bit more red down here, more red in the middle, a little bit more red up here. Then we'll change the brush to white, and a little bit more white up here, because you want to keep the same amount of white up here as you have on the rest of it with red. Just mix it all in. Then go back to the red, mix the red in again, because you want to make sure that that white glow still stays there, so you know the light is coming in from this side. So pretty much basic shapes you can use to do anything with them. Like I can make this into a green apple, make this into anything else really, make this into, well, you don't all get brown, so just keep it to red and green. So that's pretty much that. So go to a new layer, and this layer is going to be the shadow. You put this layer underneath the apple which we've just done now. It's not a very fine drawing of an apple, because as you see I'm just a tuning, so I'm just showing you the basics of what I'm also doing. You go to brush tool, you'd go with a kind of grey colour for the shadow, and what you would do is you would just shade along here, and this is going to be the shadow of the apple and where the light's come from. Now what I want to do is go down to the background layer, and also go down to the paint bucket tool, and there. Now it's completely different, but what you want to do is you want to change the kind of grey of it, so you can still see the shadow here. You want to go back to this layer, and you want to go back to the paintbrush tool, and you want to get a black getting mixed into this. Just get the shadow to kind of come alive a bit. Then go back down to the mixer brush tool. Now the shortcuts for these are actually pretty easy to remember. Just B, 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 B. But the shadow is really easy to do. Now you obviously have the shape of it as a circle. Now with that shadow, it looks as if it's just coming straight down from this side, as if it's hitting the centre from this side. But it's coming down here, so we want the shadow to be like just down here, so we're going to get rid of a little bit of that.